Hi everyone, it has been a very long time. I think I last recorded a video in June or July, and then I just didn't make any videos, mainly because I didn't have much to show you. My stitching kind of slowed down, and I didn't want to keep showing you the same old projects. So in the last 5-6 months, I haven't done a lot of stitching, but I did get a finish. I did do a new start, which then was a finish. And then I did a couple of other little things for Christmas craft swaps and such like that. So I will show you those, just kind of do a recap of 2016, and then just let you know my 2017 plans, what I've been working on, what I hope to finish, what I hope to start, etc. So I know last year I had a few projects going. I just want to start off by saying sometimes when you are really excited about a project and you work on it a lot and then you decide to put it away for a while, you come back to it and you just don't want to work on it. And I felt like that with a couple of my projects, so I decided just to stop working on them. I put them away and I donated them because they just weren't what I wanted to stitch on anymore. I feel like I have evolved, so a couple things I did put away, donated, and so you won't be seeing those. That being said, let's go on to the finishes. So last year I was working on Stargazer by Mirabilia, and I know I had mentioned that I wanted to get all my stitching done by November 30th, my birthday, and then I could focus on beading. Well, I got her stitching done before my deadline, and I started the beading, but then I ran out of a pack of beads. So I figured, well, I'm not going to place an order for one pack of beads, so I'll wait. So I waited, and then I placed an order, got my beads, and I worked on it, and I finished it, I want to say all the beading completed just before New Year's Day. So she is all done. Very happy. She was a labor of love, and I'm excited to get her framed sometime in 2017. So I'll show you her. So she needs a good press, so excuse that. So she's all beaded. Lots. You know, the beading wasn't too bad. It was the dress, the bottom part of her dress was so tedious. I don't know how good you can see this. I'm recording this on a laptop. I still haven't got my camera going, and then I just initialed it in the corner there. My initials. And so she's done, and this was done on 28 count China Pearl Joblin, and I just got this off 1-2-3 Stitch. She was my first Mira, so I didn't feel comfortable doing hand-dyed or anything, but now that I'm comfortable, and I'm just so happy she's done. She's so blingy. She's absolutely gorgeous. She just needs a good press, and then I'll take her to the framers. So I'll have to save some pennies for that. So I had finished her beading, or no, I had finished her stitching, and then I decided I wanted to do a new start, and I started this the beginning of October of 2016, and I finished her the end of October, I think. I put everything on Instagram, so it all, I catalog it that way. So I know I was telling you all I wanted to do The Rain Queen by Nora Corbett. That's what I wanted to do, and I did her, and I got her done, and she's gorgeous. So I went and got a frame all picked out for her, and I'm hopefully going to be dropping that off sometime in the next month. She just, again, needs to be ironed as well. So here she is. This is the Rain Queen. Nora Corbett stitched on 32 count lilac Belfast. And I don't know if you, she had so many beads. She was so blingy that it was so fun to do. I had to take a couple breaks because the beading, oh my goodness. She has a lot of beads, maybe because she's smaller, but compared to Stargazer, I felt like it was very tedious, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I love beading. She's gorgeous. My daughter's happy with her. I picked out the most beautiful frame. It just offsets everything so nice. So I am glad that that's all done. Probably my favorite piece so far. You don't realize how gorgeous they are until they're all stitched up, and I'm just so happy with this one. I just love the colors. They're just so happy. So that one only took me a month, and that was probably continuous stitching. I think I maybe took like, I want to say a 4 or 5 day break. I just needed a breather, and she was really a fast stitch, so that was good. So I don't have it with me because I sent it off, but I took part in Cross Stitch and Discuss. It's a group on Facebook. They had a Christmas time, winter Christmas gift exchange, and I was partnered up with a lovely lady named Kim, and after we did some talking and figured out, you know, our likes and interests, I stitched this for her, and I did it up into a no-sew cube and sent it off with some goodies. So this was Clouds Factory's Beetlejuice, and I stitched this on the 28 count China Pearl Joblin as well. It was my leftover fabric from my Stargazer. I didn't want to waste it, so I figured why not. So I sent it off, but I'm just showing you on my phone. And there's my Instagram account if you want to go check out all my stitching on there. But there it is. Absolutely gorgeous. I love how it turned out. Really happy with it. I got this done, I would say, in about 3 weeks, and then it took me, I would say, a month and a half to get the energy to put it all together, but I'm glad that's done. So that was another finish. My lovely partner sent me some, she made me some little cross-stitch cat magnets, which I do not have at the moment. They are upstairs, and I haven't brought them down, so maybe I'll grab those and show you in the next video. But she sent me those little cat magnets that she made, and my first Mill Hill cross stitch beading kit. So I love cats, so she got me a little cat one. I think it's called Tabby Cat, I think is what this is. And here it is. So I did up this one. Sorry, I need to back it with the felt. So, and then I just made a little beaded hanger because I'm gonna hang it on my Christmas tree next year. But that was so fun. I really enjoyed it. Fast, And I learned some new techniques with the beading here to do the loops, so that was fun. I'd never done that before, and I learned how to do that. So that was enjoyable. So that was another finish. So that's all I managed to get done in 2016. So I donated my Frosted Pumpkin Stitcheries Autumn Sampler. I just kind of turned off on it, didn't have the urge to work on it, so I put that away. And I still have my Cat Lessons for People by Lizzie Kate. I haven't worked on that. I haven't felt the urge to. But I do still have that because I would like to complete that. So, 2017 plans. I don't have any specific plans. I just kind of made a rule that if I felt like working on something, I would. I wanted to get a couple more finishes this year, big finishes. I'd like to try out a rotation, see how that works, because I only work on one project at a time until it's done, but I'm thinking because I want to do so many, it might be nice to try like a rotation and see how that goes. So I got some fabric for starts that I wanted to do, and with one, I got a piece of silk weaver, 32 count Belfast and Sparkling Promise. Now I'm going to show you it because it's got 2 new starts on it, but I cut it up to do 2 pieces. So if it looks all cut and mangled, that's why. I did not buy these through Silkweaver. A lady on Stash Unload was having like a fabric sale, so I managed to snag some of her pieces that she was selling. So I will show you my first start of 2017. So this is Gingerbread Train by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I don't know if you can see this, but it is a beautiful opalescent brownie gold with some like pinky reds. It's gorgeous. So I'm hoping to do the gingerbread train on here and maybe utilizing this part over here for another one of the parts in the series, but we'll see. So that's what I have on there for progress as of now. And my needle minder is just Harry Potter, and this was from Cassie's Needle Minders. And it was Silkweaver, Belfast 32 count, Sparkling Promise, and I believe this was a fat quarter, but I could be wrong. So there's that. And I've also been working on, this has kind of been my focus lately. I'm absolutely loving every stitch. I love it. And this, I have to thank Stephanie for this. I'm trying to think of her YouTube channel. Can't think of it right now. Sorry. But she is the one that is setting up the Stitch from Stash 2017, and on her channel she had posted this finish, and I loved watching her progress on it, so I decided to do it as well. So I got it all kitted up. It is lavender and lace, the spirit of Christmas, absolutely beautiful, love it. And I'm using the other part of this Sparkling Promise by Silkweaver, and that's my progress. And I'm just loving how all the reds really make the fabric pop. It's so sparkly, and that's what I've got to. So I've got a little bit of the bow. I just have to finish this half. I started the Santa's hat, started a little bit of his face, and I'm loving the progress on this one. And this is what I'm hoping to get done before Christmas. So we'll see. So there's that. So I have kitted up January's Winter Cottage by Country Cottage Needleworks. And this is the fabric. I haven't started it. This is the fabric I picked to stitch it on. And there's going to be lots left for others projects as well. And if I can remember correctly, this is you can't see how blue it is on the camera, but it's actually like a seafoam green. And I believe this is by Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. And it's an opal, lots of glittery sparkle there. And I believe this was just like a fat 8th or something. So that's that. And that's what I want to start the January cottage. So sometime soon I'll start that. And then I also got this piece of 32 count Lugana 18 by 26 in Melody by Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And what I plan to do with this is this year I wanted to stitch Mirabilia's The Midsummer Night's Fairy. And I mentioned it on one of the, I think it was Mira on the Wall or Nora Corbett Passions on Facebook. And this lovely lady messaged me and said she had the Midsummer Night's Fairy, plus she had 2 of the other ones. She had, I think it was Titania, if that's how you pronounce it, Anadia. And she wasn't going to stitch them, but I liked them. So I said, yes, please. And so she so lovely and kindly gifted me those. They're in the mail. I do not have them yet, but when I do, I will show you. But my plan for Melody, I was thinking, so I got this piece to do Midsummer Night's Fairy, but after really thinking about it, I don't like how that would look. So I'm thinking on this piece, because of all the colors and the pinks and the yellows and the purples here, I was going to stitch Titania on here. I think she'd look gorgeous. So we'll see when that comes in the mail. And there's a couple other ones that I would like to stitch, but I don't want to overwhelm myself because Stargazer took me how long? Like probably 2 years, almost 2 years. Rain Queen was a month, so like that's good progress, I guess. But we'll see how the Lavender and Lace, the Santa, how long that one takes me. And that's about it. So that's all I have for now. I'm planning on taking a little trip to my needlework store, which isn't really local. It's about an hour's drive. And I want to invest in a scroll frame, especially for the beading. I noticed when I was beading Stargazer, I ended up doing it on the Q-snap, but it wasn't big enough, so it wasn't on there right, and it was just really fiddly, and I didn't like that. So I think I'm going to try a scroll frame, see how I like that, and go from there. So I'm hoping I can update you with some videos whenever I find I'm making some progress, I guess. But my plans for 2017 is the Lavender and Lace Bird of Christmas, my Gingerbread Train by Country Cottage Needleworks. Those are 2 of the Christmassy pieces I'd like to get done this year. I'd like to start one of the Woodland Fairies this year, do the January cottage, and I feel like I want to start something else, but we'll see. So that's all I have. I know I should have more to show you and talk about, but I like to keep my videos small, simple. I don't, as I say, I am like a very, like I only like to stitch one thing at a time, so I don't have a lot of starts, but that is that. And I'm hoping to get a couple more Mill Hill kits because these were so fun. And honestly, I did this in like 4 days. I just have to back it. So that's cool too. And we'll go from there. So I'm hoping maybe in a month you'll see me again. And thank you for watching. I hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year. Ours was very sweet and short, so that was good. And I hope everyone has lots of stitchy time. So thank you, and talk to you soon.